Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Meet the Candidates. I'm David Thomas here on Shelbyville Now, and in front of me I have Miss Diane Neeley. Diane, it's good to have you with us today.
It's good to be here.
All right. Miss Diane is running for Bedford County Commission in District 4. She's an incumbent. You've had a term under your belt now, so we're getting ready to go for it again.
Yes, we are.
All right. Well, let's just start by a few questions I have here for you. I ask everybody the same questions just so everybody will know this is for voter education. So you can hear in Ms. Diane's words the answers to these questions. You can hear directly from her. So question number one is not really a question, it's just a request. Please tell us a little bit about your life, your background, your profession that you currently are in, and then your political affiliation.
Okay. Well, first of all, I'd be remiss if I didn't say thank you for allowing us the opportunity to do this. A little bit about me. Well, I'm pretty simple. I'm born and raised here in Bedford County, lived here all my life. My husband, Kim, and I, well, this will be a fun little tidbit here. This year on the general election, which is August the 6th, will be our 43rd anniversary.
Oh, wow.
So on...
I got to stop right now and ask another question. What are you going to do to celebrate your anniversary?
Well, I was going to tell you what we're going to do to celebrate.
Right.
Kim, bless his heart, he supports me in all these crazy things that I do. And so we'll be working the poll at WBTS Clubhouse down on 64. And so we'll spend our anniversary with family, friends, and neighbors working the poll that day.
Okay.
So
well,
that's going to be, that'll be a fun day.
Why not?
Yeah. So moving on from that. So Kim and I have been blessed 43 years. We've lived in Wheal all of that time. Kim was born and raised in Wheal. Yeah. We've been fortunate. We've raised both of our children there. We have a son, Spencer, daughter, Leandra. They each are married. We are fortunate also. We all live on the same farm now. We're all back together. They each are married. So Spencer and his wife, Candy, live there. They have 4 children. Then my daughter and her husband, Aaron, they have 2. And that makes I have 6 grandchildren. And we're really balanced. I have 3 boys and 3 girls. And they range in age from 2 to, I'll probably have to say soon to be 16, because in 2 months we'll have a driver.
Oh, wow.
And the bunch. So fun times. Family is very important to me. And so is the community that I live in. And I've spent many years trying to give back to a community that accepted me years ago. And it's just been a fun ride. Now, one of the things that I've done, I served 20 years on the Board of Education.
Right.
I was fortunate to do that, and I learned a lot during that time, and giving back to the community. And a couple of terms before that ended, I was asked about running for county commission seat. So here I am. As far as my party affiliation, for those who like labels, which I don't, but if you like the labels, I could have run as a bona fide Republican this time. I would be remiss if I didn't say, in Bedford County, predominantly for many years, I went back and looked at this, people here voted as Democrats for many years. And so a lot of us, so if you pulled my voter record, if somebody were to pull it and post it up, they'd be, oh, but wait. Well, as a young lady, once I was registered to vote, you follow your parents and your grandparents, and we all did. That would have been early 20s. Then as you mature and move on, and then I also noticed a trend when I was researching that in the early 90s to mid 90s, Bedford County started to transition over to more Republican. So I could have run as a bona fide Republican. I chose not to. I chose to run independent. And the reason being, I would never want somebody not to feel like they could talk to me because of a label.
Right.
This is home. And so I represent, or I want to represent, every person here. It doesn't matter to me what your status is, your socioeconomic background, who you are. None of that matters to me. You're a person, you live here, you support the community, and I want to be a voice to support you.
Right. Okay. What about your profession? What do you do?
My profession. Well, I've already kind of aged myself when I said how long Kim and I have been married. So for a tinge over 40 years, or right at 40, it's a little over 40. I've worked as a bookkeeper for some very successful businesses here in town. currently, I work for David Brown CPA, and I'm on the bookkeeping side,
Okay.
but I've learned a lot there also. And the 20 years that I have spent on the school board has afforded me opportunity to really learn and deep dive into the
Right.
budget process, which is an important component of serving on the commission.
Right. Absolutely. Okay. So what has led Diane to the point of running for a second term? Why Diane Neeley? Why now? Why have you decided to go back for another round?
There's a lot of work to be done.
Yeah.
And a lot of it is I am invested now in some of the issues that are going on. There's a wastewater advisory board. I have not missed any of those meetings. And as dry as some people would think that information is, the last meeting they had, the gentleman spoke about the dirt and what it looks like. And so when I got home, I wanted to dig a hole.
Yeah.
And see if I could identify
Yeah.
some of the things. The growth. I mean, we know what the issues are. I think the Planning Commission is going to look maybe at some different type regulations. I think those are all things that we need to be looking at.
Yeah.
And I would like to be able to continue that work.
Okay. Artie, question number 3. What you hit on it a little bit, but what do you feel like our current challenges are here in Bedford County, and then what our challenges look like going forward?
Well, I think we all know
Yeah.
if you have a conversation anywhere, if it gets deep at all, it's the growth. Where do we go from here? How do we manage it? Our infrastructure and resources, what do we do about that? And those are all very important questions. And we're growing at a rate that it's very hard to manage that. And a lot of the growth that affects us with resources like water, it's happening in other places around us, but their needs are going to eventually affect us.
Yeah.
And so I'm already kind of in the trajectory of this by having served on the commission. I'd really like to move forward to see how we can find some good solutions. And part of the reason I think that we've got to strengthen regulations. And nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to say no.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to have hard conversations. We've become a society of, if we kind of ignore it, maybe it'll just go away. We're to a point now, it's not going to go away.
Right.
It's not. And I'm willing to put myself out there and be that unpopular person sometimes that takes a hard look at what's going on.
Right.
And those are the things. And we've got to look at our budget too. There's some budgeting processes and different things in the budget process that we need to look at.
Yeah. Alrighty. Number 4. This is a fun one. What's your favorite thing about Bedford County?
It's home.
Of course.
It's home.
Elaborate.
Well, it's my place. It's my place with my people.
Yeah.
When you go somewhere, you always want to come back home. It's my comfort. We have family here. We have lifelong friends that we've made here. We're just fully entrenched in our community. We attend Mount Lebanon Methodist Church. We've been there for years, and it's just home. I love the people. I love how our county looks. I mean, you can go from flatland to rolling hills and back again. Right now, my favorite thing to do is watch for the signs of spring.
Yeah.
I start looking in about a month for those dogwood blooms. And you couldn't see that in other places. And if we continue to plow everything up and pave it over and, cram houses side by side really tight, we're going to lose a lot of that. But those are the things that make it home for me.
Okay. Next question. If you had that magic wand and you could change anything about Bedford County, what would that change be?
The magic wand. Well, for me, it is time that we start uniting our community back together. There's a disconnect between county government and citizens, and there's a distrust. And I would like to spend these next 4 years regaining the trust of the public.
Right.
I think we need to have honest conversations. Everybody has honest conversations. And I think it's time. There's going to be a lot of new commissioners this time. We're going to have a new mayor, a new sheriff, a new property assessor. There's going to be a lot of new faces. And that, to me, is a great opportunity for us to somewhat hit a reset button. So if my magic wand would be, it's that we become more cohesive and understanding. I appreciate the work that you do to educate people, but I think we can do a lot more. And along those same lines, what I'd really love to see is our public become more engaged.
Yes.
We're social media warriors.
Yeah.
And we'll get on social media and people get on there and say all sorts of things, and that's great. But we really need you in the meetings. And there's a lot of very intelligent people here. They're not called to sit in these seats or serve in this capacity, but they need to reach out to all commissioners and everybody that are representatives and share those ideas, because somewhere there's going to be a nugget that's going to help us move our county forward. So it's going to have to be a joint effort. The public has got to share what they want. And then as commissioners and representatives, we've got to listen to that. And then we've got to find what works best for all of us. So if I had a magic wand right now, it would be to unite us all better and regain trust in each other, because we've lost that.
Yeah. All righty. Next, you get this microphone, Diane. You can say anything you would like to say to the public out there, to the voters out there of Bedford County.
Whew, what will I say? It has been an honor and a pleasure to serve all these years. I'm kind of that oddball. I research all the time. I am fully committed to my work here. If you're going to sit in this seat, you need to go to all the meetings. You need to be fully invested in what's going on. And I'm a lifelong learner. I mean, I'm a product of public education here in Bedford County. I support our public schools. Our teachers and all, are there problems? Yes, there's always going to be problems with everything and room for improvement. But we have a great system here. We have great teachers and administrators. And as a lifelong learner, I learn something new every day. And I am always interested in the decisions that are made. How do they affect you and your family? Because every decision affects every family differently. Yeah. And that's one of the things that I'm always interested in. A lot of people dismiss comments on Facebook. We used to have something with the Times Gazette, where people would type in their thoughts on different things. And a lot of times, this was many years ago, people would dismiss that. There's nuggets of truth in everything that somebody posts. And so that's kind of what I'm looking for. How does it affect you? I don't want anybody to ever not call me. I have an open door policy. I'm easy to talk to. Sometimes probably talk too much, but I'm easy to talk to. I mean, tell me, I'm interested. I want to know what's going on with the people around me and what's going on with my constituents in my district, but from constituents all across the district, all across the county. I'd love to hear from them.
Yeah. All righty. Ms. Diane Neeley, we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
It's Ms. Diane Neeley, candidate for commissioner in District 4. Thank you for watching. We'll be back again real soon with another edition of Meet the Candidates.